I'm Craig. I'm here at the Butler Pantry in beautiful downtown Saugatuck. And we're here at the Wine Club. And I'm going to discuss just the basic grape wines that everybody should be familiar with. First, if you like a sweet wine, most people will go to a Riesling. Now, a Riesling is not always sweet. You can actually get a Riesling that is dry. But if you like a sweet wine, most of the time you're going to go to a Riesling. Now, if you don't, let's say you don't like a real sweet wine, you just like a semi-sweet wine. Well, the next go-to is going to be for the white grape, your Pinot Grigio. Now, once again, your Pinot Grigio can also be dry. So you've got to keep an open mind with wines. So you like a lot of fruit in your wine. You like something that bursts with, like grapefruit. People then go to a Sauvignon Blanc. Now, Sauvignon Blanc can, if you're from New Zealand, can be big, with a lot of bursting out of fresh sort of those fruit flavors. But if you go to like this one here is a French Sauvignon Blanc, it's very subtle. The next big grape of your four main grapes that we're talking about today, the last one is a Chardonnay. Now, you're going to find a lot of people say, I don't like Chardonnay. You know, Chardonnay is a wonderful grape. It's so versatile. People usually think of a Chardonnay as, if they're not familiar, heavy, oaky, buttery. That is far from the truth. You can get a Chardonnay which is non-oaky, little bit of oak, light butter, and I'm telling you, a Chardonnay goes with just about all different types of fruit. It's just a wonderful wine to get to know. And you know what? We're going to look at some color. Okay, look at that. Looks like Granny Smith apple, doesn't it? It's clear. It smells like a little apple. A hint of butter, a hint of oak. Ah, that's such a nice wine. It's, you know, and this one is less than $10 wholesale. It's amazing. So, reds. Now, I covered 4 reds today. And there are other reds besides the ones I have here, Malbecs and blends. But you know what? We'll do that in a whole nother video segment. So the main 4 reds that I think you ought to get to know today is, first, a red Zin. Most of the red Zins come from California, and they're kind of special to California. You can also get them in France, but you know, and other places are starting to produce them. But that's really where you think about getting a Zin you get from California. Amador County is one of the areas which are really famous, but other areas produce them. But Amador County, if you look on a menu or you're in a restaurant and it says, oh, Amador County, you're probably going to be okay. So anyway, the red Zin, usually they kind of call jammy and spicy, medium body, a little sweet at the end. But you can also a red Zin can actually be big and bold, and it can be smooth and not be jammy. The next one is a Merlot, which everybody's heard of Merlot. I'm assuming that, but I think most everybody's heard of Merlot. This one's from Rattlesnake Hills. Now, people think of a Merlot as being a soft red wine. Yes, it can be a soft red wine, but you can get a Merlot which is bigger than a cab. So, Pinot Noir. Everybody knows about the movie Castle Rock, Pinot Noirs. They put it on the map. But Pinot Noirs can be all over the place. They can be soft and light. They can be medium, and they can be heavy. Like if you get the Pinot Noirs from France, from Burgundy, they're big Burgundian style red wines. This one's from Monterey. Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabs. This is actually from Chile. You probably know you don't think of buying one from Chile, but this Cabernet is produced by a gentleman who is a graduate of the Enology Institute of Bordeaux, and he's now in Chile making wines, and they're fabulous. But a cab, a cab once again, they're all different. They can be full body, medium body. They can have big tannins at the end. They can actually, some of the Californians have they have a special little twist. But most cabs you're going to find are kind of bigger and fuller than the rest of all the other wines, other reds. So you're going to throw a party, and don't panic. If you'll see right out here in front, you see you've got some cut up veggies, some fruit, cheese, some Jarlsberg cheese, very neutral, goes with almost all your wines, meats, and smoked salmon, and a dip, which just takes sour cream and mayo, and actually I just mixed it with BLT mix from the Butler Pantry. And if you want to add chips, you can have salsa. That's a cherry salsa. Here's a black bean salsa, Fiesta chips. And you lay that out for your friends, and you've got an easy get-together. So I'm Craig at the Butler Pantry. I'm here from noon to 4 on Saturdays. Come and see me. Check out our website, thebutlerpantry.com, where actually you can go down to the wine club, click on the link, and on that link you're going to find all the wines that I have reviewed, written up, and actually wines that I think are very reasonable for events. And I'll see you in the next video.